Mr. Steinbeck's play of Mice and Men is very clear, with two very specific themes, one being dreams, the other being loneliness. And I think they are very easy to relate to in any time period. He obviously wrote it during the 30s Depression. I think everyone in some way can relate to what they believe is the American dream. And it's all very individual and very personal to what you feel is yours. Obviously, George and Lenny have that. That's their drive. That's the reason why they're continuously drifting. I personally think that the George and Lenny dynamic is something that most people will be drawn to, and trying to understand how these two men came to be together, and at the very end, how their relationship changes. It has all of the elements of amazing theater. You can bring in tremendous writing. You can bring in fantastic actors. You have an open canvas for a beautiful set. And the 1930s Depression, I immediately had visions of, this is what I want my set to look like. This is the way that I want our lighting to come through those beautiful slats of the barn. It is probably one of the greatest feelings as a director to A, have people who share your passion, B, who come to the table with things I never would have even thought of, not in a million years. So, to talk to Jeff Klein and have him say, oh, why don't we, do this so that we can pull the light in from this way, and then Donna Glenn saying, yes, let's change the shape of the wood so that it always looks a little distressed and old, and little tiny details that come to life in these meetings and in the process, I think are, again, really, really, really important key elements to making it a well-rounded, well-thought-out, well-rehearsed, well-executed production. One of the things that I was hoping to accomplish with directing of Mice and Men in this particular piece is when people get in their cars to go home after they see our production, they're talking to each other about it, not just about the performance that they saw, but the themes, the underlying current of thought that goes through this entire play. And if our performances are able to get folks talking in their cars, and then thus, hey, last night, they're on their phones with, I saw this great show. You got to go down to, the Town Players, go down to the Powerhouse and see this show. It means that we've touched on something greater. And if we can evoke that kind of conversation, I think we've done our job. Knowing a man well never leads to hate. That's to me is the biggest sort of resonating thought in that whole beautiful quote from Mr. Steinbeck talking about humanity and kindness and brotherhood.